excited that I'm going, but also, in a way, I'm a bit worried how I'm going to get on there, if it's going to be easy to communicate with the French people because of their different language.
Well, my cousin's asked me to bring a sticker for his car, and my sister's asked me to bring some perfume back, and when I found out the price of it, I said she'd be flipping lucky.
French food might be a bit different from ours. If they do eat things like snail's legs, well, I don't really mind. It's up to them.
French people, I think they're going to look like us, but a bit browner. I think some of them will be happy, but some of them are going to be angry, and when they're angry, they're absolutely horrible.
Well, it wasn't as I expected it to be. It was quite different. I expected the streets to be different and the buildings, and there was lots of things I didn't expect when I got there. I didn't expect it to be so modern, and those big wide streets, a lot wider than they was in England.
What about the French people? What did you feel about them?
I saw that they used a lot of sign language, doing a lot of signalling with their hands a lot. They don't use their hands a lot, and of course the language is different. I couldn't get on with that.
Did you pick up any French phrases? Did you learn any French today?
Not really, because I already knew the ones that I heard, and so I didn't really learn any.
Did you try to speak French when you were there?
Yes, I found it very difficult.
Why?
Pronunciations. I couldn't pronounce them properly.
Did you try any phrase at all?
Probably l'anglaise, but at the moment, when I was doing it, I was a bit jittery and I got it wrong.
What did you have for lunch?
The first course was egg mayonnaise, the second was egg and chips, and lastly we had a drink of lemonade and a banana.
What about egg and chips? Is this what you expected? Is this
No.
What did you expect then?
But the French food.
What sort of thing?
Spaghetti bolognese and frog's legs and snails and all that.
Would you try them if they'd been put in front of you?
No. That's what I expected that.
When we were in the restaurant, there was another man who was eating snails or something, and that didn't look very comforting.
What did you think of a man eating snails then?
It made me feel sick.
Did you try any French wine?
Yes, it was very sickly.
Which one was it?
Red wine.
Would you try it again?
No.
Where did you spend most of the afternoon in France?
I spent it on a gun emplacement near in Calais, and when I first saw it, I thought it was a monstrosity, and it was a very, very big thing, and where it had been bombed, there was all big boulders and rocks about.
What was it used for?
It was used as a gun emplacement by the Germans while shelling Britain in the war, First World War.
But that's 22 miles across the water, isn't it?
Yes.
Could the shells travel that far?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes, they had to. I don't know how the Germans done it, but they found out somehow, and they planted it just in the right spot.
Well, I didn't really know what they were until I thought of a few ideas. First of all, I said they could have been where Romans had come over from Italy, sort of built it, and they used them for marinas. They had gladiators fighting in them.
Arenas?
Hmm.
Were they big enough for that?
Well, I don't know really. The walls might have fell down on the outside and you couldn't have seen it. There was moss and grass.
What do you feel about wars?
Well, if a country sort of starts on another country for no reason at all, the other country should surely have their own back.
But is there no way to avoid wars, to avoid fighting between nations?
No, I don't think so, because they try to stop it, but there's still a few fights that grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and usually it starts as a nation war.
There'll always be wars, do you feel?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
How about you? What did you think of France?
It wasn't bad.
Were you disappointed?
Yeah.
What about?
Because in Britain, it's a very small country. And France is a very big country. So what I want is many people in France, but less people in Britain. Because France is a big country and England is a small country.
Well, what did you find when you went there?
I found large shops, chemists, all kind of things, but they were very good indeed.
Well, what about numbers of people?
There wasn't many people there. There wasn't many people there at all. I think there should be more people there.
We met the mayor, and his name was Mr. Wood. It seemed funny to me because he was the mayor of a French town, and he was an Englishman. And when we went upstairs in our town hall, he showed us where he married people. He said that, like, he marries them in the town hall, and like, if they want, they can go to the church and get married there again, or they can just leave it, and they are married.
What did you feel about this idea?
Well, I don't like it as much as the English way, because there's a bit more mucking about to do in France, I think. Well, I was a bit disappointed because I'm interested in birds and I wanted to see some French birds. I thought I would see quite a lot because there's quite a lot in France, but I never.
You didn't see one?
No, I see some going, but not in France. Not in France itself.
The weather was the worst problem, because the way they talk about France is if it's a very sunny country, but it weren't no better from England and Scotland and Wales. Yeah, why they flog about it saying, come to France for your holidays for the sun? There weren't no sun, it was all rain.
Would you like to go back to France again?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. I might if I have to.